Welcome, Spartans, to Podcast Evolved, part of Evolved, your home for Halo. Podcast Evolved hosts original lore series and recaps last month's Halo news. I am your host, Lucas, and with me today is Rye and Steve.
I have returned once again.
We are talking about mods today, and before I get into our socials, I just want to say there are too many mods to even really have a short conversation about. Socials, before we get started, if you are new to the show, welcome. Evolved hosts a variety of shows. This one is Podcast Evolved. You can check out our current lore series, Infinite Impressions. Wow, this is an very old one. So I'm going to restart that area. So
I did the same thing like a week ago recording another show. I realized halfway through my script that like all the plugs at the end were months old.
This is like years old. Okay. All right. I'm going to redo this part. Before we get started, if you're new to the show, welcome. Evolve is a host to a variety of shows. This one you're listening to is Podcast Evolved. We do have a handful of other shows that are on hiatus until Halo gets back into the swing of things, hopefully with the next game. But you can listen to a catalog of things, including Mission Debrief, Builds with Blocks, HCS Pro Talk, Halo TV Plus, Halo Gear Guide, Halo Book Club, and we have Halo Headlines, which we do on a weekly basis. I believe there's a weekly basis.
It comes out every week or every week, I believe.
So you can learn more about our shows on our website, evolvedhalo.com. If you are already a fan of the show, we ask you to leave us a review. We greatly appreciate all the feedback we receive from our listeners to improve the quality of our shows. We would also like to thank our patrons for their continued support. Your contributions allow us to continue making new content like this every once in a while. Thank you guys who are still here and still listening.
I mean, we're going through that regular like summertime content drought. We're at like the end of a game lifespan content drought. It's one of the rough ones right now, but I think we have an upswing coming.
I think, was it October are the rumors for a new Halo trailer?
Okay, so October is going to be the HCS Worlds, and that's going to be the last HCS for Infinite. And there's going to be some sort of major announcement. We're all pretty sure it's going to be the next game, most likely some sort of Combat Evolved remake that'll be like campaign only is what the rumors are. And then the next year we'll get a multiplayer game, and that'll be when HCS picks back up again. And we have a book coming out in between then, at least one book coming out, if not some more stuff.
Okay, I'm a little behind on the book content. I just haven't read books in a while, so
you really need to get into Empty Throne, the most recent one to come out.
Really?
It's so good.
Okay, I'll have to listen to it on my drive to work. Anyway, if you are not subscribed, our patrons receive a variety of exclusive rewards such as early episodes, unique swag, access to our soundtrack, and our newest reward, an exclusive podcast show, I Would Have Been Your Podcast. You can head over to patreon.com/Halo Evolved to learn more. And finally, we encourage our listeners to support Audible, where they can enjoy the growing collection of Halo novels all in one place, along with thousands of other novels, guided wellness programs, and more. Use the URL audibletrial.com/Podcast Evolved to learn more and start your free trial today. Okay, now that that is out of the way, where do we want to start with mods?
I mean, where to start? Just purely in the fact that there's so many of them for each of the games, even just within the Steam Workshop. The trouble we were having before we started recording is where do we start, what will support what we're trying to do. Right now, there's 3 of us trying to play together, and apparently there's some hoops to jump through getting more than 2 people to do co-op on some of the earlier games on MCC. So that's kind of where we're getting started from.
Halo 2 and Halo 1 are only 2-player co-op, and there is a Halo 3 Combat Evolved mod, but it only has keys and
Truth and Reconciliation.
Yeah, Truth and Reconciliation. So,
however, I think we definitely need to give that one a shot because it looks great.
I mean, anything in the Halo ODST engine looks pretty fantastic.
Just from
So,
doing the first little bit, the person definitely put some time into those two missions.
mhm. Have you guys played any Halo mods in general in the past?
Yes.
Which ones?
I've I've played a couple.
So the two that I started was one of them is a Halo 3 mod called Before the Frost, which is a pretty long mission. I think I played for like 45 minutes and I don't know how far I got into it. And then the other one is for ODST. It's called Halo New Covenant, which is a Halo custom campaign that's supposed to take place between Halo 3 and Halo 4.
Okay, yeah, I do see that the Halo New Covenant on the list for on the Steam Workshop. What about you, Steve? What kind of mods have you
So
done?
So most of what I've played is from the Ultimate Firefight series because I know a few people who will just like hop on during the day and want to knock out a round or two there. But I have done some of the other like goofier stuff. I've dipped into Cursed Halo here and there, but I've tried to kind of stay out of the campaign stuff until we had a group of people to do it together. I didn't want to play them by myself.
That's absolutely fair. So the ones I've done, I've only done two. So I played probably an hour of SPV3, which was a lot of fun. But this was 10 plus years ago, so it's probably advanced a lot since then. And the other one I actually played in March or April, but it's the VR mod for Halo Combat Evolved. And I did try that, and I thought that was super cool, especially because you can hold your assault rifle and your plasma rifle sideways and just shoot at people that way. So, and the sniper rifle, whatever gun you want to use. I just wanted to see what I could do, and you can do those things. It was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah, no, dare I say most of my modded Halo experience comes from the custom edition rather than the simple Steam Workshop MCC methods we have nowadays.
I I remember the custom edition, some of the custom edition levels where you could like get in what is that fighter? What is the longsword? You get in a
Yeah, the
longsword
longsword.
and you could like drop a nuke on one side of the map and it like turned the whole
That
map
that
like
would be
white.
that would be the infamous huge ass.
I remember that playing that at my buddy's house. So,
So
but yeah,
there
so
was that. I mean, heck, we were modding the regular trial version of the game. Like you could copy one file and paste it in another folder just to be able to get the game types that were locked out of the demo.
no, I never had that luxury of I don't even think you can play the CE.
The original servers aren't up anymore, but there is a server you can get it connected to nowadays. There's always people that have kept the back end going. I think it was originally on the GameSpy servers, and then GameSpy shut down, and then something else took
Yeah, but
over, and that shut down, and now it's like community driven.
oh, did that other thing? Because I know somebody had made another launcher or something, and people were keeping pretty heavily alive on that.
Yeah, there's always somebody keeping it up nowadays. It's never been dead after all this time. It's just there's just too much force behind it. I think one of my favorite things back in the day from Custom Edition though was right before Halo 3 came out, everybody was trying to like develop Halo 3 into the Custom Edition so they could test it out. I remember playing with like what people thought the spike rifle was going to be.
See,
Those are
that's way
interesting
before.
times.
That's way before my Halo, I guess, journey. Well, like I played Halo 2 and Halo 1, but like I never really got in like heavily into Halo until I got an Xbox and Halo 3. So like I feel like I missed out on like a huge like modding community back in the day, like in the early 2000s. And I'm 32, so like
As we go down this rabbit hole, some of the things that I'm seeing, like even on the Steam Workshop, I'm seeing some of the mods that were developed for Custom Edition back in the day. Either, I don't know if they're recreated or ported or what, but like Huge Ass has been remade in MCC. I've played that a whole bunch of times with my buddies, just messing around on the MCC version of the game. So I'm sure some of these things that we thought were lost to time are available somehow or another.
yeah, hopefully we'll go and we'll get a chance to play some of these mods again. So the goal of this is we're gonna pick a mod And what are we going to say? Buy every other week?
Hopefully something like that, life and schedule permitting for all of us.
Absolutely. So, in a certain amount of time, we're probably going to sit down, the three of us, and play this together. And we're either going to live stream it and we're going to record it while we live stream it. And we'll probably have some sort of discussion afterwards after we're done playing it. So, we'll give you our thoughts on the mods that we have played and if you should invest your time in them. And I wanted to go over some of the ones on the Steam Workshop, at least some of the most subscribed ones. And we can just kind of go through and talk about them. So the first one, the most subscribed mod is Cursed Halo. Now, I've never played Cursed Halo. I've seen some videos about Cursed Halo. Can someone describe Cursed Halo to me?
I mean, the name kind of really describes it.
I can imagine.
So that's what I had playing when we were just kind of getting our feet under us and we were testing some of the stuff we were downloading. You heard me going, why is my flashlight RGB? Oh my God, my Magnum is shooting back at me. That's the kind of things you're going to...
one of them that the Magnum barrel's back at your face.
Yeah, that's the one that Keys hands you right in the beginning of the game. So you go from having no weapon to a weapon that's shooting at you every time you fire it. And that's just the first 5 minutes of gameplay of Cursed Halo. It just sets the tone for what it's going to be like.
That sounds like it is like you just played on normal, and it's incredibly difficult just to get through the campaign.
We talked about the 2-player limitation, but this is one of the ones that I'm sure if you go YouTube like modded Halo co-op gameplay videos, you'll find 4-player playthroughs on this mod. So it's one we're going to have to find that workaround for and try together. But it's just kind of a testament to the way things are out there with like, oh, this is supposed to only be 2 people, but there's definitely footage of people playing it 4 people. So if we're brave enough, we can make it happen.
We could try. I'm looking at some of these, and in the top 9, there are 3 Cursed Halo games. It's for Halo 1, Halo 2, and Halo 3. So Halo 1 is the first one, and then it's the Halo 3 one, and then all the way at 8 is the Halo... Oh, my bad, not Halo 2, Halo Reach one. So at least we could try out some other Cursed Halo games, not just the CE version. We could absolutely look into those. Let's see what else we got on here. There's the E3 2003 demo of Halo 2, which I don't believe that is co-op. But we can always absolutely play that and just like have a conversation about that quick game.
And on the topic of that, like there's going to be all of the dig site stuff that's out there, all of the various E3 demos from over the years, and all the various gameplay trailers, pretty much all that stuff that we watched before the game came out and then never actually got to play. That's available now. Dig site has turned it up and some other modders have turned it up. So like not just that one E3 2003 demo, but all of them we could go find our way into.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see a few of them. It looks like there's the second Halo CE from the second one. I see down here, it looks like Spasm Playground. It says Dig Site on it.
There's the Macworld demo.
Oh, Splash Site. I see that too. The 99 Infinity World Championship Crash Site demo. So I think that looks like the old school look. Definitely. There's some other ones. There's a handful of ones for Mythic, it looks like. We've got Reach Mythic, Halo 3 Mythic overhaul. There's a Halo Reach Mythic Firefight overhaul, and there's like a Halo 4 Mythic Firefight, or just Halo 4 in general overhaul. And I've looked into a few of these. I've looked into the Halo 4 one specifically because I know a lot of people struggle with Halo 4 for a lot of reasons. And so some of the things I saw were like they got rid of the weapon cap for like ammo counters. They added more weapons. They made the Covenant look colorful. They don't look dull and boring as they tend to do in the Halo 4 or in the 343 era of the Master Chief Collection games. So it seems like they've added a bunch, and I think they made Chief look like his Halo 3 Chief, how he should look coming out of that the tube for the Dawn. Yeah, the cryopod. That's the word I'm looking for. So it looks like it's added weapons. The Spartans do look normal, like the other Spartans besides the Master Chief. He just has that old Halo 3 sort of aesthetic. I think they added a boss battle to the Didact. So like you can actually fight the Didact, but I hear it's quite bad of a fight, but they, A for effort for trying. It looks like they've added some of the Prometheans from Halo 5. I'm just going through the pictures right now. It looks like there's an ODST pistol in here. So there's a whole bunch of like additions that we could just like throw this on and just um, see what we can see what we think about it.
Yeah, like realistically, if we were to sit here and categorize these games, we've got like the mythic overhaul mods, which is just stuff that cleans up the game, makes it more pleasing, maybe makes it more difficult. We've got the goofy stuff like Cursed Halo that I guess is just supposed to make you laugh and have some senseless fun. We've got like the peek behind the curtain stuff that's all just cut content. So like we've got some good categories, I guess, ways we can classify these games. So maybe that's something we keep in mind as we start playing our way through them all.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna say, Rye?
I don't even remember now.
My
So
bad.
this So yeah, so we have a whole bunch that we're gonna look into. I'm definitely looking right now to see if there's like a Halo um, mod on MCC that's just like a native mod that you can do 4 player on CE and Halo 2. But I am not looking for it right now. There was one that I saw that was like it's a Ruby. What's it called? The Ruby Halo mod. Halo. I saw a Halo 3 mod of that where like they just altered the game. Ruby, what is it? Rebalanced, where they just rebalanced the game um, to make the sandbox more things in the sandbox more usable. So you're not like continuously using the same like 2 weapons over and over again. They did something like that for Halo 3 where they like made the trip mine almost like dangerous to use. Like it's incredibly explosive, but it also like can actually take out vehicles and has a use to it. They replaced the um what is it, the flare, and they made the flare into like some anti-gravity sort of weapon where where like it's actually a useful tool or it doesn't just freaking blind you. So like those things I would enjoy playing too, where it keeps the core of the game. It just like rebalances like how the game works. It's definitely an idea too.
You were talking about these rubies rebalance. Some of the stuff I'm looking at is shared assets from some of the rubies rebalance stuff. There's all these different infantry and trooper mods where you play as like not a Spartan or super ODST through most of the same campaign. Those could be really interesting to run through as well.
Oh, is this like the new? I've seen those where you can play like an ODST, you can play a Marine,
I'm
you can play
seeing
a whole.
Halo CE, Halo Reach, Halo 3 infantry and trooper versions. So like there's at least a good 3 or 4 of them just on this one page I'm looking at. And I'd be willing to put money down that there's a couple of more floating around. So if you wanted to play as an ODST or as just a Marine and really struggle, just playing on Legendary wasn't hard enough, maybe that could be something different. Some of them are third person as well.
That's wild. There's also some that are like completely new campaigns, like the one that's called Halo New Covenant, which is it takes place after the events of Halo 3 in a new direction. So it's got like custom missions, some custom cinematics, custom voice acting. It's 4 player co-op, and it looks like they have a whole bunch of like different voice actors, which is awesome. That like some people can come up their own like storyline. I think SPV is also like that, where it adds in a bunch of like additional levels into the game.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a few of those out there. I've seen out in the wild just people coming out into some of like the recruiting Discord channels we have for like voice actors and stuff. People are always looking for voices for mods. So like there, even when we're not just looking at what's already posted, like there's always stuff cooking where people are really expanding upon the game that way. I feel like a lot of that stuff as well will be things that are in the oven for a very long time.
Oh, absolutely. Is there any way you guys place you guys want to start? It looks like definitely we probably want to start with something that's like an easy one we can just jump right into, and we don't have to like jump through a bunch of hoops to get it working. That
Yeah,
might be a
something
little
we
bit
can easily
later.
4-player campaign for sure.
So something that's like we could try the CE, what's it called? The CE one and the Halo 3 Combat Evolved. We can try that one first. We can make that our first one.
Halo 3 Combat Evolved. All right, let's get that
So
one set and suited and booted.
suited up. It'll be our first episode after this. Rye, thoughts? Do you want to do that one first?
Yeah, no, yeah, that works. I'm sorry, I'm going through these right now and I've got a list, I think.
Okay. What is your list? Tell me your list so far.
All right, let's see here. There is this one which is called I figured the Halo 3 Mythic Overhaul would be a good one to do. Um,
Okay. Just
as
add it to my
one if we
subscribe
just
list.
wanted to go through Halo 3, it's got new encounters and stuff like that and changes, added some guns and some other stuff. And then I found this one on for Halo Reach called Side Street, and it is a single mission that works with co-op for 2 to 4 players, and it's just all the comments on it are people enjoying the hell out of it. So,
Is it by Elite?
yes.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Please make another mission. This was amazing. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I see a lot of people giving good reviews. So this looks like a fun thing. We'll add this. So here's the questions. How do these mods, like, do you have, like, so I know with Arma, when you, like, before you launch
Mhm.
the game, it'll pop up on, like, a mod list. Is it a similar thing?
No, so what you'll do is you start MCC and you choose the option that doesn't use the anti-cheat.
I've
And
seen
then when
that.
you go in and you select to do the campaigns, like you'll choose which game you want to play, and then it'll have another sub menu that has like stock campaign or these other DLC campaigns.
Okay.
Yeah, the top one
Okay.
will just say built in, which will be the vanilla version, and then like the next one under it'll be if you go click on Halo 3 ODST because we want to do the Halo 3 Combat Evolved one and it's built within ODST. You'll click on it, and then the first one will be built in, and then the one under it'll say Halo 3 Combat Evolved. And then if you have more of them, it'll just continue listing them under that.
All right, so I'm going to throw some of these in
The
staff
Discord.
chat.
We'll do that. I see some like an ODST like realism rebalance. Like it says you can only play it on heroic to get the
Yeah.
actual. Some of these look so good. I've never actually done through MCC. Like I've done Arma mods through MCC because that's the only way to play Arma. But I've never done
Mhm.
Halo Master Chief Collection mods, and I'm really excited for this to.
I'd like to try the Arma stuff, but I don't believe we have Arma.
That's what, yeah, I mean, Lucas, even, yeah, you too, Steve, like, if you wanted to, you can get in on Blackburn's stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, my buddy Blackburn we're doing. So Arma has a Halo mod where you play. Is it just like insurrectionists you're fighting, or are you facing Covenant too?
No, he's making, like, a whole campaign of fighting, Covenant with, and it's essentially gonna be like a D&D campaign. Every 2 weeks, he's gonna have an operation ready of, like, and then, like, a story behind it and stuff like that.
I'll have to get in on that because I didn't realize it was that in depth. I've seen the messages go through, but I haven't. I haven't really
Yeah,
paid as
so
much
like
attention
we've
as I
got
should.
one of the guys is like gonna be a Pelican pilot, and he'll like bring in and drop you in, and then also like you can call in. He'll bring in airstrikes and stuff like that if we call him in, and then whatever ground force is going in and trying to find the objectives and complete them.
That sounds awesome. I absolutely love Arma for that. I think Arma is a fantastic sort of a platform for that. And like, so I think I've tried some of the Halo stuff. Like I've like just fiddled around with it and never actually like done like a campaign. So like I might have to look into getting into that. Like that sounds like a really cool thing. And Steve, yeah, absolutely. If Steve, you want, I can add you to that that Discord channel, and we can do that as an episode where we just live stream a campaign mission and just that would be
I'll have
freaking
to
cool too.
acquire Arma first.
Okay,
That's
it's
what I was
relatively
own
thinking.
it.
Yeah, as if I was gonna do it, I figured I'd like live stream it to the YouTube for the podcast and make that a thing too.
I'm
Let me
sure we
see
can.
here.
Arma's relatively. I think it's like you can get. Does it require any of the DLCs, the Arma mod or the Halo Arma mod? Because I know the base game is pretty cheap.
No, you don't have to do the DLCs, but it definitely helps.
Always the DLCs always help. So anyway, so what other mods did you have and did you send us in this list?
Let me go like this first. Let's see here. I think all right, so I did up to Side Street. I found another one that's called the Golden City, which is a custom campaign for Halo 3. It's another, most of these I think are like one mission.
Okay.
Um, this one says the UNC is ambushed by a Covenant fleet and the Master Chief has crashed on a mysterious planet. Can he turn on the AA defenses before Johnson and company get decimated?
It sounds like a quick,
Quick
mission.
yes, people said it's actually fairly long. The first one says it's entirely too long for what the story offers, but like the rest of them are all pretty positive about it.
We'll definitely have to check that one out. Any others you guys want to bring up before we
A couple of
close?
them were just where you're Marines and ODST and throughout the campaigns.
Yeah, those would be
And I
pretty
think
interesting. I definitely think we'll have a lot of fun with some of the goofball and cursed adjacent ones.
yes.
So
Like, I know one of the cursed Halo vehicles is like a ghost, but it's 4 of them stuck to each other at their nose, and it
And
spins
then isn't
around
there a
like a
warthog that's got like
merry-go-round.
8 seats?
Yeah, there's a stretch warthog, but like all 4 you could get in the ghost and spin in it like a freaking Beyblade as it drives around killing everything in its path. Yeah, it can get absolutely insane.
that's
Mhm.
wild. I'm also seeing one where it's called like Halo. It's a Halo 4 mod where it's got like modern weapons. It's like Halo 4 Modern Warfare, where I'm looking at it right now. Where I see a Scar, I see Chief killing people with a UMP.
I think I saw that one. Where'd that go?
It's on like the first page. It's like halfway down the first page. I
Not the
see.
demo one, is it?
Oh, it's the demo one. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know there was a full one. So
I
yeah, I
think
see.
there's a Halo 3 one also. Let me look.
That's wild. Yeah, I see him using like a standard like Spaz 12 shotgun. One of them's running around with an RPG on the Valhalla map on Halo 4 multiplayer. Like just stupid things. Like we can absolutely do an episode where we're just doing some of these
Yeah.
stupid the multiplayer ones, which would be hilarious.
Hold on, looks like it's just that one.
It's just that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I also see on here there's a Halo. I saw one. Where is it? What page is it on? It had it showed like a Star Wars. They put Star Wars in Halo.
You got your chocolate and my peanut butter.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Don't let Disney find out.
I know. Most subscribed. So
I
think I gotta
swore
go
that
back.
there was a flood one.
Oh, I don't see a flood.
So here's what we do is we go to games, none specified. We check campaign, and then we just search flood and see what comes up.
I swore that somebody had done even like I don't know if it was I think it was a firefight. Let me
Oh, I
look
know,
here,
like,
but it was
There's
MCC in
a
general,
Halo
they
2
added
flood
fire.
firefight.
well there was I think somebody did one for Halo 3 or Halo ODST that was a yeah, it was just flood firefight pretty much, but it was like
They have an official
dark.
one. They have an official one where it's got darker. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It might be an actual Halo 3 like thing you can play, but I have seen a Hidden Xperia play something along those lines where it was like a flood version.
Yeah.
Where it was like dark. I think that's an official thing with like it adds those maps but like in a dark setting.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, because nowadays they can so easily just add a fucking filter into the entire
absolutely, into
game
the
in
skybox.
Forge. Yeah.
So we absolutely, yeah. I'm looking at the Star Wars one. It's called the Battlefront Pack. It looks like they've got ghosts and warthogs inside of like Tatooine, and you can like ride on Star Wars and Halo vehicles at the same time. And there's like blasters, and this looks like a wild mashup between the two. It looks like it's for Halo 3. So, oh my god, it looks like he's flying an X-wing and a TIE fighter against Covenant ships. That's hilarious. We'll have to try this one too. This seems like a great time. Yeah, maps include Hoth, Geonosis, Death Star, Coruscant, Mos Eisley. It's got battle droids, clones, stormtroopers. So it's got it all in Halo. Anybody else have anything before we I wrap it
honestly,
up here?
yeah, you might want to just look to wrap it up sooner because we could keep going, and before you know it, we'll just start playing.
Yeah, we'll start playing, and that'll be like a 2-hour-long episode of us just trying to figure out which one to play.
I've already got a whole bunch in here as it is, so.
And then obviously, if anybody from the community has any recommendations, please toss them forward.
Yes, please. We'll have to do that. I might have to just do a video on my own with the VR one and just like play some levels, and then you guys can just maybe watch me.
That makes me so upset that's not co-op. That'd be so much fun co-op.
It would be so much fun co-op. Yeah, because you can't play the original disc CE version co-op. No, it has to be on Xbox. The original CE like CD disc, you have to play.
No, I'm just trying to rack my brains, the old Internet Archive Rolodex I got going, to see if anybody did that with like the custom edition back in the day. Because I can assure you, like, people were going hard on the PC version of the game. Like, I know a lot of folks will be like, yeah, the PC version is an inferior port by far. But if you spent 5 minutes just messing with mods from the custom edition, or even just some of the simpler mods that could work on the non-custom edition, like you could make it a completely different game.
Oh, absolutely.
So I would not doubt, even if I don't remember playing co-op with anybody back then, but I wasn't a big campaign guy back then. But I for sure imagine somebody brute forced it the same way we're looking at this one app that's going to let us force split screen on MCC.
All right.
Oh, dang. Somebody made a Zuka Zamami campaign?
Ooh. We'll have to try that one too. So, okay, before we continue this, I'm going to close this out because we could sit here and like look at these all day. So, in closing, thank you all for joining us. Like we mentioned at the top of the show, you can find every episode to all of our shows on our website, evolvedhalo.com, or you can search for the unique podcast feed. If you want to listen to everything all in one feed, follow Halo Podcast Evolved on your favorite podcast services and leave us a review. Once again, a special shout out to our patrons for continuing to support the show and making all of this possible. Head to patreon.com/Halo Podcast to learn more and listen to all of our Patreon exclusive episodes of our podcast, I Would Have Been Your Podcast. And with that, I have been your host, Lucas. And until next time, Evolved.
Evolved.